Long ago, in a small village deep in the African forest, there lived a hunter named Kofi. Kofi was known throughout the village for his hunting skills. Every day he entered the forest and returned with enough meat to feed his family. But as time passed, Kofi became greedy. No matter how much he caught, he always wanted more. One dry season, when animals became scarce, Kofi spent days searching the forest without success. Then, one afternoon, he saw the most beautiful antelope he had ever seen. Its golden fur sparkled in the sunlight, and its horns shone like polished ivory. "Today is my lucky day," Kofi whispered. He raised his spear and prepared to throw. Suddenly, the antelope spoke. "Please don't kill me, hunter." Kofi nearly dropped his spear. "You can talk?" he asked. "Yes," replied the antelope. "Spare my life, and I will show you a secret that will make you richer than any hunter in the land." Kofi's eyes widened. "Show me." The antelope led him deep into the forest until they reached a giant baobab tree. Beneath the tree lay a small clay pot filled with gold coins. Kofi gasped. The antelope said, "Take only what you need. Return home and live happily." Kofi grabbed a handful of coins and rushed back to the village. Soon his family had food, new clothes, and a comfortable home. But after a few weeks, greed returned to his heart. "Why take only a handful when I could have taken the whole pot?" he wondered. The next morning he returned to the baobab tree. To his surprise, the pot was still there. This time he filled a sack with gold. As he turned to leave, he heard a voice. "Remember, take only what you need." It was the antelope watching from the bushes. Kofi ignored the warning. Over the following months, he returned again and again, carrying away more gold each time. His house became the largest in the village. People admired his wealth, but Kofi was never satisfied. One day he decided to take every last coin. He arrived at the baobab tree with a large cart. The antelope appeared once more. "This is your final warning," it said. "Greed has no end." Kofi laughed. "I am the richest man in the village. What can happen?" He emptied the entire pot into his cart. Suddenly, the ground began to shake. The sky darkened. A powerful wind roared through the forest. The gold coins started turning into dry leaves. One by one, they vanished. Kofi watched in horror. His cart was now filled with nothing but dead leaves. Then the baobab tree slowly opened, revealing a hidden doorway. An old spirit emerged. "You were given a gift," the spirit said, "but greed blinded your heart." With a wave of its hand, all of Kofi's wealth disappeared. His mansion vanished, his treasures vanished, everything was gone. Kofi fell to his knees. "I am sorry," he cried. The spirit looked at him for a long moment. Then it said, "A person who learns from their mistakes deserves another chance." The spirit disappeared. The antelope stepped forward. "You may never regain your riches, Kofi, but you still have your family, your health, and your wisdom." From that day forward, Kofi returned to hunting honestly. He took only what he needed and shared with others. And although he was never rich again, he lived a happier life than ever before, because he had finally learned that true wealth is not measured by what you own, but by knowing when enough is enough. Greed can destroy every blessing, but gratitude brings lasting happiness. If you enjoyed this African folktale, subscribe for more stories filled with wisdom, mystery, and powerful life lessons from Africa.